Oop. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to Moose Preparedness. I am Moose. In the back, you see the dog. He is on his way to a puppy chalet for a few days while we're going to be out of town. Anywho, wanted to reach out and talk because, a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, right? So, first thing on the list, at least for me, is a look at the stuff that's going on in Europe. A lot of political instability. So, what's actually happening? Well, I think there's a lot of people that were okay with the status quo before. And I think there's a lot more people that are like, you know what? If the Americans have said the status quo is not good enough for them, and they re-elected Donald Trump, who's, like it or not, bucks the system, right? Whether or not you think he's good, bad, otherwise, that's kind of outside the scope of what I want to talk about. It's more along the lines of he does not do what is conventionally known, right? He's a wild card. Again, military, so I have to kind of be careful how I word this. But so far I've been underneath 3 presidential administrations in my 15 years. So about 7 of it under Obama, President Obama. I was 4 under Trump, and then obviously the last 4 under Biden. So there you go. 4 and 4 is 8 plus 7 is 15. Yay, math in public. So having said that, I did notice that during the Trump administration, I was overseas. I was working with a lot of our allies. The Poles specifically loved him. Why? Because he was no BS. Straight up, he was no BS. They were even looking, I saw the plans for Fort Trump. They were going to build a base in Poland for NATO troops, or for U.S. troops, called Fort Trump. I have not heard of a Fort Biden or a Fort Obama. Is what it is, right? Some of the folks that I work with, some of our allies are like, they don't like him because he is unpredictable. I like that from a national security standpoint, because Putin is not dumb. Xi Jinping is not dumb. And a lot of these folks know that which buttons that they can push, who they can push, because there's not going to be any repercussions. Look at 2014 in Crimea. What really happened there? Not a whole damn lot. They got away with a lot. What about Benghazi? Not a whole lot happened. But with Trump, you don't know with Trump. And I think he bucks the system. And I think that is proving to be difficult for a lot of our allied nations. So if you've noticed, since Trump has been elected, Germany's gone through a massive overhaul. They had a vote of confidence or no confidence. France just went through a run with their prime minister. I think it's the shortest lived prime minister in France in its history. I want to say it was only like 45 days. People are like, no, do the job we sent you to do or you're done. So, good, bad, or otherwise, that's what I think is happening in Europe, is that people are starting to go, if America can do this, maybe we can too. I don't know. I'll let you know. Other craziness going around the world. Everybody saw the United Healthcare executive got assassinated. There's no question about it. That was an assassination. Whether or not you want to call it a deranged shooter, a murder, whatever. No, it's straight up assassination. Why? Could have been anything. I have never seen such vitriol for a human being come out as soon as the news broke. Didn't matter where you looked at, X, Facebook, Instagram, finally somebody got his, or the new bullet hole in you did not meet your deductible, or did not meet the criteria for you to get your health care. And the most plausible story in my head is that somebody probably got screwed. Now, could it be from a healthcare perspective? 100%. Could also be from a romantic perspective. People have done a lot of dumb things for love, right? I did find it interesting in the video that the guy had. So let's just think about this. Let's think about it from a preparedness / tactical standpoint. All right. This person knew where he was at, where the owner was at, to within being at the building within 5 minutes. How did he know that? Either somebody told him, or he had some type of surveillance on it. Just saying. He had to know that person was coming out of the building because he was out there for only, 4 or 5 minutes from what the initial reports say. Second, this person used a suppressor. There's no question in my mind he used a suppressor. Having shot many and owning it, he used a suppressor, and you could tell he did because it wasn't cycling correctly. So for those of you who've ever shot a pistol suppressor, if it's not tuned right, if it hasn't been done right, if it doesn't have the correct piston on it, so a pistol suppressor has a piston, so that way it allows the slide to move back and forth, and the barrel in a semi-automatic pistol goes up, so it has to account for it when it shoots. But that's why he had 3 spent shell casings, and he had 3 live rounds for whatever the gun malfunction, because he did what you're supposed to do in a malfunction, okay? Shoot, slap, so you slap your magazine, rack out the round that didn't work, make sure the round goes back, or the next round goes in, tap the back to make sure it's good, pull the trigger. He did that 3 times, so that's why there were 3 bullets in the scene. Do I think they're going to catch him? Highly unlikely. But, yeah, straight up an assassination. What do I think it means? I think people are done with some of the stuff that's going on. You've got health insurance premiums are through the roof. I just saw something the other day where a gal went into labor and she was rushed up to her room, pushed about a dozen times. Like, she literally said, like, the baby was like out in like a dozen pushes. No epidural, no nothing. Like, in, out, it was done. Her hospital bill was $35,000. Holy mother of God. I know I have family members who had like some of the best insurance, and their hospital bills for having their kids equally as egregious. And that doesn't count anything else. So I get chiropractic work done to try and fix parts of my back from many, many years of doing stupid things. Plus you see me rucking pretty much every day, which probably is not the best for the joints. But if I pay the cash price, it's $45. Like, that's me paying cash out of my pocket. If I let insurance pay it, it's $135. You see the difference? So there's a growing trend where people are asking to not pay with insurance and paying with cash because it'll beat the premium. Could be that. I mean, people are kind of fed up with some of this stuff where it's like they're getting screwed. They know it. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I read the tea leaves. The overwhelming consensus that I am getting from what I'm seeing is people are tired of the status quo. You know, there is no reason why. I was listening to the new FBI director that's been appointed, Kash Patel, I think. He was on the Sean Ryan podcast, phenomenal thing, and he was talking about all the inefficiencies in government. And he's 100% correct. People are tired of it. Why are we paying more and more money for the same or less results than we had before? And I see that maybe this tides are finally changing where people are like, you know what, we're tired of this kind of behavior. So what do I think that means for you? Well, buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to be a bumpy ride. That's one. Part two is that if you're one of those folks that lives in these bureaucratic jobs or lives in a cush job that's not doing what you need to do, highly recommend becoming indispensable in a good way. Not less cronyism way where it's like, hey, you can't fire me because I've got dirt on everybody. It's get into those ways where it's like, I can do every single job in this factory and I can do it as good or better than the specialist who can do it. You can't get rid of me because it would hurt your bottom line. That's what I did. I waited tables for almost a decade. And by the time I left, waiting tables because I worked at IHOP, International House of Pancakes. By the time I left, I could do every single thing in the entire restaurant except for cook and be a manager. And I had a boss at the time who said she absolutely was not going to make me a manager because she said, and I quote, "You should be doing something other than managing an IHOP, even though you're more than capable. Go to school, go to college." Smart lady. We disagree on everything. She's very, very liberal. Still love her to death. But I made myself indispensable. So anytime somebody needed to get fired, no, wasn't he. And anytime we started looking at laying people off, wasn't me. Just wasn't going to be me. Anytime that there was extra overtime I needed to take or somebody needed to cover down, I was always the first phone call because they knew I'd always answer. So, yep, I can help out. So that's what we need more of. People taking personal accountability, doing the right things, and then if something's wrong, bring it up. I mean, I am the first person to write that memo card to somebody saying, hey, this person's done a phenomenal job. You absolutely need to keep them. Give them a raise, all that kind of stuff. I'm also the first person to absolutely crush somebody if they are value not added. So looking at the world holistically, we can look at it and go, okay, what's the general consensus? I think people are tired. People are tired of the bullshit. Mainstream media's numbers are just in the tanks because nobody's buying it anymore. Traditional banking is starting to look funky. Bitcoin's above $100,000 a Bitcoin. I mean, it was at like 6,000 not too long ago. Why? Because people are tired of the status quo. How do I grow my money? How do I do these things outside of these bracketed in systems that don't seem to be working for us? So identify a possible solution, go out, recon it, and then execute it. And then report back. What is it that you're doing? What is it that you guys are seeing? What are you feeling in your neck of the woods? I might be completely off. I might be 100% wrong, but I'd love to hear your input. So as always, please like and subscribe. YouTube's doing YouTube things. It doesn't like me anymore, I guess. Had a couple of videos go viral, then I realized I was talking about things it didn't like, so I am absolutely getting banned, and I've noticed I'm losing subscribers, but it's weird. It's not ones and twos, it's like 10, then another 10. So please like, share, subscribe, because I would like this channel to grow, because I want to make sure that we get a forum out there for folks to talk. Anyway, appreciate your time. Stay safe out here.